Hello, everybody, and welcome to an afternoon session of the Ready Set Grow Show. I'm sorry. Today we've got quite a few hiccups, as you can see. I'm here with Deb,
I'm
the talking
here.
head. So imagine Deb's pretty face. And the funny thing about StreamYard is you can't even get a profile picture in there. Okay. But anyway, so today we are coming at a very different time, very different day. Actually, we're usually Wednesday, 11 a.m.
That
But
might be the
today,
problem.
yeah, that might be the problem. But today we had a special guest who we were having on, but unfortunately, circumstances are that they will not be able to join us due to some very very close to family occurrences. Okay, so we're not going to share too much about that to respect the person's privacy. But yes, unfortunately they will not be able to join us. And today we were actually going to be talking about something that's very close in terms of a project that's very close to that person's heart, Brand Valet, and we're actually wrapping up the month of U Inc. Branding U Inc. with a kind of an all-in-one system tool, whatever you want to call it, that will help you brand yourself, called Brand Valet. And as the name says, it's for your brand and it's valet service. So you could imagine what you're getting from this service. And Deb is going to our talking head. Deb, let me switch you because this is like, and we're so sorry you can't see Deb today. It's really really
Well,
unfortunate.
it really is because I love being here with you, Hillary, and everyone that joins us. So
Yes,
it's like one of those fluky days.
one of those fluky days. Yeah. So Deb is still going to share who our speaker was to be today. All right. Just for you to know who it is and the experience and the background and the strength that comes behind Brand Valet.
Oh my gosh, talk about strength. Well, I'm sorry we can't see her also. She is absolutely beautiful and such a phenomenon. But just a little bit about her is she's got 22 years of experience in several different industries. Livia Fisher Kane has left her mark in several mediums, such as Rio's nightlife back in the nightlife scene back in the 90s, documentary filmmaking, TV production, and of course, marketing, branding, and business development. In 2007, Livia started working with six-time world champion, and please forgive me, I've got to use initials here because that's what's in her bio. I don't know what they stand for. All I can tell you, it's some type of wrestling type of thing.
Yes, UFC. Yes.
Yes. Well, this is, she started out with MMA legend
Mhm.
Wanderlei Silva, and I hope I pronounced his name correctly, whom she helped develop his brand and marketing to launch his training center in Las Vegas. And after that, UFC, which is another entity, took notice of her work and invited her to join the corporation in 2010 in a partnership with UFC's international expansion team. And they moved on to develop powerful marketing strategies. They produced and promoted incredible amount of social media content and campaigns and reshaped the company's marketing. And UFC went on to sell to WME $4 billion in 2016. So she has quite the remarkable um, resume.
Mhm.
And I know for a fact that she started this when she was 15 years old.
15 years old.
She started becoming an entrepreneur. And we really are sorry that she could not make it. But as Hillary said, some family issues came up. And so I guess what I'm going to ask you is just say a prayer for Livia and her family, if you would, please.
Yeah, definitely. Keep her in your prayers. And it's amazing how even when we did reach out, we thought maybe this isn't such a good time. But true to herself, somebody once said that Livia, she two things are most important to her: her family and her work. And we recognize that if she was able to make it, she was going to be able to make it, and if she wasn't, she wasn't. So but as they say, sometimes the show must go on, right? And Livia has joined the team. So after her experience with UFC and the amazing things that she's done, she's joined the team, the corporate team, at the Young Entrepreneur Project, and she has taken on a lot of the branding, the marketing, and actually created a system and a package. I call it a system because it's a process. Branding, as we've shared in this month, it's a
Right.
process,
Yep.
right? As we shared in this month, it's a process. And she's taken this on to bring to you the Brand Valet. So one of the things that we were, I both Deb and I, we've heard it before, but how Brand Valet was born. And Brand Valet was actually born out of Livia's experience over the years in marketing, in branding, in the graphics world. And when you see some of the work that she's done, you will be like blown away. And you would want that for your own brand. Now, yes, we always talk about brand is not your color, it's not your fonts, it's not this, but brand is still visual. And a lot of what the process that Livia goes through with her team demonstrates that inside of Brand Valet. Wouldn't you say, Deb?
Oh my gosh, yeah. And she makes a point to tell us in the Young Entrepreneur Project
Mhm.
that she trains each one of her team members, and um, I think she's a perfectionist. I'm somewhat of a perfectionist. I can't say somewhat. I am a perfectionist, but so I can just imagine, that if the team member does not learn it, she probably gives them just a smidgen of wiggle room, but still, she has created something, and it, it's kind of her brand, not kind of,
Yeah,
it's her brand.
it
And so
is.
she doesn't want anybody changing that. So as she teaches them, I'm sure that she has got an awesome team. I've not met any of them yet. Someday I
Mhm.
probably will. But yeah, she herself teaches them, and she is very much a hands-on person.
Yeah.
So I'm just really bummed, first of all, that you can't see me and I can't see you. But the fact is that you all can't meet her. I just love to listen to her because she is from Brazil. And so she has that accent, and I don't know, she's really a cool lady.
Yes. The Brazilian fire gets into her sometimes when she's making presentations.
Yeah, yeah.
I just want to definitely share one of the things. One moment, sorry, Deb. I'm trying to
That,
do this share screen. I just made you big.
yeah, you did.
All right. Yep. So one of the things that I did want to share really quickly is when we talk about her process, right? And obviously this is something that, when you go to the site, gobrandvalet.com, all right, and we'll put it in the comments here for you so that you could always get to it. And you know us, Hillary, the Freitas, the marketing mom, and Deb Andrews, you know us. All right. But when you go to gobrandvalet.com, one of the things that you'll see is the process, right? And I remember when we were first introduced to this, it was so seamless. It's like, you get in there, you answer the questions, you fill up. It's very much a predictive type of, form for us marketers. We know, I can't remember what's the term, right? But anyway, and you go through this process. And as Deb was saying, Livia trains each one of her team members, right? So each one of her team members, they know how to go through that process, and pretty much get your vision of what you want for your business, right? And if we take it just a step back, Brand Valet is about your entrepreneurial brand. Some of the examples of people, just to give you a few examples of people she's worked with, all right? Team members actually, with inside of our Team on Fire, if you've heard of that before, all right? Lynn and Will, all right? And then we've got Delmi Salmon. She's been a guest on our show here, all right? Flux, another corporate brand, all right? Debbie Morton, she's also been a guest here on our show before. That you've probably seen. And then you could see in terms of the visual aspect of the branding, but all of this started with that process that you saw I shared earlier. All right. It starts with that process of getting the questions out of you, getting the answers out of you by asking specific strategic questions so that you're able to now share what it is that you really want so that they're able to give these results. All right. And you get the brands, the logos, the websites, the social media kits, and all of those things. And we're going to go into a little detail about that, in terms of inside the packages, what you actually get. But just to see, some of her work, because Livia doesn't do anything subpar, right? And that's something that she always shares with us on our trainings, on our live trainings. So it's really an honor to be able to share this with the world, actually, in terms of what's available for you,
Right.
um inside of
And
Brand Valet.
And the one thing that she stressed was those questions. The reason she has those questions asked of whomever the client may be is
Mhm.
so they can learn their personality, what their thoughts are, where they think they want to take their business, and things like that. And I can talk from experience that I had somebody build my website, and at the time, it was okay by me. But now it's like, holy cow, they didn't tell me anything. So
Mhm.
Livia's team walks with you even after they create your website
Mhm.
side by side. And I love that.
That process, yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Definitely. It's really a process where you receive, and the one aspect that I found was amazing is that they interpret what you have said to them, and then you have to confirm that. Is this your vision? Is this not your vision? Is this your look and feel? Is this what the messaging that you want to see? Right? And it's amazing how when you go through that process, all right, you do receive, and not only the process but the time frame in which this process happens. Within 7 days you have, social media packs. Within 10 days you've got your website. um and then not only that, after that they're going to teach you a little bit about social media optimization, how to generate leads, and how to create more useful content, as you see here. All right. So there's a lot in their process. And when we think of an all-in-one or done for you, all right, as entrepreneurs, we're doing so many other things. And once you know your brand, and once you've gone through those steps that we shared throughout this month, then you're able to come to somebody like Livia and say, hey, can you do this for me now? Can you implement? All right. So like last week, when we were talking with Krista about the website and lead generation, one of the things that she shared, which was a little bit like, wow, yeah, your website needs to be great, but what's more important in building your brand via your website is that email communication that you keep. And it's also the social media communication that you maintain on social as well, which Olivia really ties a bow on for you. All right.
Right, right.
So before, I just want to highlight a couple of things before, in terms of what is Brandfully and what you can get. All right. So in terms of the packages, Livia would have gone through all of this in detail, especially because this is her baby. All right. But Brandfully, as you see, so in some of there are three packages basically. There's a base package, there is a plus, and then a pro. All right, I always get the two mixed up. So in the basic package, there's a basic package and then there's also membership. All right. So one of the things is with membership, there's always more to be done in your branding. You know that. All right. You know, in social media, there's always more to be done with your social media. It's not just creating your images and your logos and everything, and then bam, you're done. Oops, I don't like that background. Right. So one of the things that you get inside of your inside of the basic package, as everybody knows, you're gonna get a logo. All right, you're gonna get your logo, custom designed logo, and all of that is based off of what they have shared with you, what you have shared with them. All right. Website, all the copies written, contact form, social media links. And then you're going to get a few other things in terms of social media, basic training, academy, some social media basics, etc. Okay.
Okay.
Inside of the Mhm.
I was just going to say that is definitely one thing that did not happen when someone built my website. I didn't get any basic training. So now that I am on my own, I'm
Mhm.
like, oh my gosh, how does this work? How does that work?
That
So
works,
it's
yeah.
like
And
fumble
some,
through it
yeah.
and learn.
And a lot of times, and sometimes it's also the timing as well, because there was a time when a lot of people, they wanted a website built and they also wanted somebody to manage it for them.
Right.
Right now, we're in a time where people are like, I can't do the website and I can't build it. I don't have the patience or whatever, or the skill or the know how, but maybe maintenance I could handle. And they rather not pay a maintenance fee for somebody to just add an image to their website or something like that. Right.
Yeah.
So you
Yes.
do get that basic training to be able to do those basic things. Right now, membership comes when, if you want to go a little further. All right. So if you want to go a little further, the basic membership, Livia has an amazing Creators Club Facebook group access, all right, where they now, so it's like, yeah, your first 30 days you get content, but then after that, what's going to happen? You still need somebody to help you generate content and to get it, but then you still have to go out and distribute it, right? But the membership allows you the access to get this customizable content, to get those engagement posts, curiosity posts, depending on the type of business that you're in, right? So that is very valuable for a business owner, because your business doesn't stop after 30 days. At least I hope so. All right. With the plus membership, there are a little more things that you get added to it. All right. In terms of the plus content, in terms of the delivered content that you're going to be getting. All right. I don't know. I believe Deb, you said that one of our team members, they had access this package, you believe, right?
Right.
Yeah. And then again, the training, onto this training, they add on advertising training, other social media basics, and social media lead generation. All right. So again, it's not just about handing it over to somebody to build your website and then you're just like, so what do I do now? Right. They do all of the training for you, um including all of the basic, your logo, your website, etc., etc. All right. The plus membership actually also includes a little add-on, Trip Valley incentives. All right. So you probably are watching this and you're like, what's Trip Valley? You've heard of it before. We've talked about it before.
Yes, we
Incentive
have.
marketing. All right.
Yes.
So if you're a business owner and you're thinking to yourself, well, I mean, I want to be able to give out gifts to my clients that don't cost me too much per item or per unit, because once you become that member of Trip Valley Incentives, guess what? You've got access to incentives, at least four, I think it's four, yes, that you can give away unlimited. Okay, unlimited. Right? Imagine how many cups, pens, hats, and t-shirts you've saved.
Yeah, and those just get put on a shelf or thrown away, where the trip incentives are something else that, now that some of the world at this point
Some of the world, yeah.
is opening up. People, I can only speak for those of us in the States. Most of us are getting very anxious to travel. Travel
Mhm.
is picking up, and it will happen with the world too. As soon as I don't know, whatever happens. But, so the trip incentives are nice because they're probably not going to get thrown away or set on a shelf.
Exactly. Yeah, definitely. They're going to be used because people want to travel, people want to make memories. All right. So even as a business owner, here's an add-on incentive that you can get, you know, in addition to having your business set up in the digital space and have all your digital media being broadcasted, you have the opportunity to also give back to your customers or potential customers, as the case may be. And actually, Debbie Salmons, who you saw one of her, she was one of the brands that we showed. She uses these incentives so powerfully in her
Yeah.
business,
Yep.
right? And then there's the pro package. So as you know, the pro package of anything goes higher, deeper, bigger, and you get all the shebang, you get everything. All right. So if you actually, I'm not going to go into too much detail in terms of all of the things that you get. You can go to gobrandvalet.com. All right. I'm just getting tripped up on my words there. You can always head over to gobrandvalet.com as you see there and check out the prices. If you're really interested in like signing up, one of the things that we do want to share with you is that you'll click the join Brand Valet button and you could just make sure that you either refer Deb or myself. All right. So
Yes.
you know
Yes.
how, and be mindful it's Deb Andrews.
Yeah, even though you can't see me, I am
Yeah.
Deb Andrews. I am here. You should be able to see that little head kind of look like it's vibrating as I'm talking.
The talking head we call it. I know
Yeah.
it's so unfortunate. All right, so
Oh, it is.
definitely that it's so unfortunate that poor Deb we can't see Deb this morning, and Olivia wasn't able to join us, but you know these things happen and you roll with the punches. All right, you keep going with the flow, and we did
Yeah.
want to wrap up this month with Livia's baby Brand Valet. All right,
Yeah.
so if you want to know more, definitely we put the link in the description of in the comments, sorry, of this video, and also I think it's in the description. So wherever it's up or below, I don't know where the comments go these days. All right, but thank you for joining us on this odd time, on this odd day. Um,
It is, isn't it? And it's not even a full moon. I guess I just don't understand. And that comes from my nursing background. We used to say when, like, the patients would be like crazy, we'd say, well, the crazies are out. It's full
the
moon.
crazy,
And
yes, it's
not
a full moon.
necessarily meaning the patients themselves, but just everybody in general.
Yeah, definitely. Totally get you. But Deb, thank you for joining us, even if it was only by via voice.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I don't even
do
not have a bad hair day either.
and everybody who is joining, do have a great day. We apologize for all the hiccups, but hey, that's life and we go with it. All right.
That's right. That's right. That's technology. You just keep
Yeah.
on moving.
You keep on moving. All right. So everyone have a great day and thank you for joining us. And we will see you next week at our regular schedule time, Wednesday, 11 a.m. Eastern. Bye for
Yes,
now.
yes. Have a great week.